All right. Well, welcome once again to another Innervision FM. And I am running a little bit late, but let's see how late am I running. Just 4 minutes late. Let's find out where Alan Colvin is. Okay, let me text him. Text Alan Colvin. Okay. Hey, we have started the show, and hopefully the link I sent you is working. So come on in. Okay. Yes. Send. Oh, oh man. Send. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Now, let me make sure. Let me talking about a little bit about this vaccine tonight. Okay. And let me make sure I can see him once he comes in. Yes. All right. Now let's see. Okay. Okay. Now let's. Okay. There we go. Okay. So Alan's not here yet. So the topic tonight is these vaccines. I've been sort of like looking at these vaccines, and I've had vaccines. I had the vaccine that if you get if you step on a rusty nail, you won't get the tetanus. At the I think I actually had chicken pox. I never had that vaccine. I got the immunity. Had the mumps, and I guess I was born before they were, inserting vaccines to kids before they were 6 months years old. Now my belief is like we've been around for thousands, hundreds, and thousands of years, and why these so-called practicing? You understand the doctors are called they're practicing medicine. And it doesn't mean that they know, but they're practicing medicine. And guess who's the guinea pig? You are, right? So here comes, there's Alan. Okay. All right. There you go, Alan. Hey, so as I was saying, I was born during the time when they were giving vaccination to kids under 6 months years old, and so there you are, Alan. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So
anyway, you got vaccines given to children under 6 months old for what?
Yeah, that didn't start until like I think probably 70s, 80s kind of thing. And I'm kind of thinking we've been around for thousands, hundreds of thousands of years that and we didn't need vaccines 6 months before after we were born, right? Between the 0 to 6 months. And all of a sudden doctors said these practicing, and I said these are practicing doctors. They said, well, we know better than the mother breastfeeding, the mother immune system. And then they tried to pass something, one size fit all. because you had some mothers that they couldn't breastfeed for whatever reason, or they didn't want to, so they just say, "Hey, I just want to give the baby the formula." So we said, well, okay, we already got them hooked up. Some of these mothers hooked on formula. Why don't we just put together a procedure, one size fit all? We just give all the children 6 months and under all these vaccinating shots before they have a chance to build up their own immune system, before they have a chance for some of the kids to have their mothers milk with the ingredients in the milk to give them their immune system. And so I see this happening a lot in government, where they say one size fits all. Right? And
Okay.
like the mask. Everyone wears a mask, one size fits all. Right? Yeah,
Absolutely.
right. And I just see this pattern of government control, government rule, wrecking us. And as I said in that the little part there, in 1965, I didn't say this, but in 1965, President Johnson said, "Well, we're gonna have a the war on poverty was FDR and whatever." But President Johnson said, "Well, we're gonna help these mothers out who have babies and the husband runs away or the boyfriend runs away. We're gonna be the daddy." And it's almost like whenever government sticks their head in something, it never goes well. And so now you had back then you had like 26% unwed mothers. Then it just flipped, and now it's 70%. And women think it's normal to kick the man out of the house, or the guys think it's normal to run away from his responsibilities, and not support this baby or the child that they brought in the world. I don't care if it's a mistake or whatever. You participated, so it just seems like, and so government touches the hands and stuff, and it just seems to get worse. It doesn't get better. And this is another one of those instances where I heard, and I've read the full story, that government's thinking about paying healthy people and young people to get the vaccine.
That'd be an interesting story if we could find that.
I found a little bit of it, but I didn't. So many advertising on my phone, it was hard to get down
Right.
to the whole story. But the gist of it is, well, people are motivated by money. A lot of people have been out of work. I mean, it's almost like this is like a perfect storm. A lot of people, young people, there's no jobs. There's very few jobs for young people in high school. There's very few jobs for, people in gym. Well, there's jobs out there, but we're what was I saying? Engaging them into how to just get a fixed income and stay at home and just, chill or whatever. And so this is almost like a perfect storm where they say, okay, we see how they jumped at the let's see, the $1,200, then $600, then we raised it back up to $1,400. And so now I'm not even sure how much they're planning on dishing out. But when I heard this, I said, if it's a good idea for this vaccine, if it's a good idea, you shouldn't have to force or bribe people to do it.
An interesting point. How much would it be worth to somebody to go ahead and get a vaccine that's never been tested for a disease that has never, ever actually done much of anything other than, it's killed some people. I'm not discounting any of that.
Right.
But it's got an effective recovery rate, which is so stinking high that I don't even know. This thing is laughable. What I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is there's no reason to have shut down the planet for it.
Yeah.
Not a reason other than let's see if we can push tyranny. Well, they pushed it, and they were able to get it done.
Yeah. I know.
Next step is let's get this vaccine rolled out. Now, keep in mind this is mRNA technology. It's this messaging RNA, something that they've never tried before, and they rushed it on out of there. And of course, they had to bend a few rules to get the vaccine released. Oddly enough, it went ahead and it got released a day after the election.
Right. But I think that was the plan.
So it's an interesting thing there. But it did get released, and the Operation Warp Speed went into play really quick. And at least the beginnings of things got moving. So people got vaccinated, things like this. And apparently there's not too much in the way of side effects and things.
Yeah.
We have not yet, we haven't even hit, let's see here. We have not hit a 3-month mark on this vaccine, really. Since they've been hammering it out into the people on a national basis, we do not know what's going on just yet.
The long term. Yeah, because I'm kind of thinking like this autism. I didn't see a lot of, and because I used to go to school to a lot of disabled kids. We had deaf, we had blind, we had a few like kids that were really like mentally challenged, but not as many as there is now with this autism. And that came about, like I think it came about when practicing doctors started giving these vaccinations out before the child was 6 months old, and just making one size fit all. And I think they're trying to fit us into that cookie cutter again. And of course, part of that is honestly probably a lot easier to deal with these people if they didn't have guns either. Because
that's an interesting point right there. That's a very interesting point. So I really think, what are they going to do? They're going to start paying, hey, we'll pay you a small amount of money, whatever it is.
$400, $300.
Yeah, whatever it is, we'll give you some money if you go ahead and get that vaccination. Because look, everybody's got to get it. Bottom line is there's going to be a national ID.
You heard about
this
that.
State ID, but this national ID. And you're going to need to get this national ID if you want to travel. That breaks a whole host of laws and probably an amendment or two in the Constitution. Namely, I think it's probably going to be the 9th Amendment. I'll have to look that one up. I really should be more up on that particular amendment. But
this is like they're conditioning us more and more each year to get ready for the mark of the beast, where you can't buy or sell or do anything without this mark, which okay, right now is this vaccinating, what is it called, passport? Vaccinated, that you have your vaccination, show me your card. And it was and then it was almost like that was back in Hitler days, where you had to show your papers.
Yes.
Show me your papers. Who are you? Show me your papers, and let's see who you are, and where you're going, and why you're in this location.
Yeah.
And so that was, it seemed like his history repeating itself, and it's getting closer and closer to show me your laminated vaccination card.
Well,
Oh
and
man.
that's the topic. How much is it worth to you? Now, me, I won't get it. They will tie
Mm,
this to government subsidies. They will tie this to a national travel ID or
mm,
international passport. They will tie this to all kinds of things. I
mhm.
encourage people to look up things like quantum dot technology. I encourage people to look up smart dust. I encourage people to look up, all kinds of things. Patent number 060606. Who's behind that patent? I encourage people to just look this stuff up for
Mm,
themselves. Don't even take my word for it. I could sit here all night and
yeah.
rap about this stuff.
Did you hear about
But
the rumor about Bill Gates wanting to get into the vaccinating, I guess, circle, and to make money off of this by making it like something a global, sort of like the thing to do globally, you know?
well, it is an interesting possibility, and Bill Gates is definitely known to be involved in a situation where he was working a number of years ago on a technology to set mosquitoes up as a delivery system for vaccinations itself.
Hmm,
There's a big
hmm,
problem with the West Nile virus, and so he wanted to take the mosquito and mutate that mosquito so that it would inoculate other mosquitoes with
okay.
the thing to kill that.
Wow.
And the reason why I bring that up is because you can use that as a delivery system, a mosquito, to deliver an actual vaccination, just like what we've got right here. You don't want to get your vaccination, you can't you can't get paid enough to get that vaccination. You are, oh, sorry, we're going to force this on you. We got a
Hmm.
mosquito to do the job.
Yeah,
Not, not even kidding, buddy. Not even kidding.
yeah, because it seems like we're in a regime, and I don't even know if most people are. Oh, they keep talking about the woke generation. If they are really awake, well, I know a lot of us are awake to see that. Wait a minute, we're going down this road here, and it's like it's not a good road, and uh, and how do we put put the brakes on some of these things that are being rolled out?
Uh, there's
Supposedly,
no there's no way to put the brakes on it, buddy. The only way is Jesus. That's, I could do one of those impersonations of a one of those choir. The only way is Jesus, because I'll tell you, that's the only way there is. We're done.
oh
We are
man.
done. We're done, done, done.
And every time I look at Star Trek, the old one with Captain Kirk,
Yeah.
and I some of the themes that they had. This was the one like with the robots. We saying, and since they looked at Mr. Mudd was like his thief, and they said they took care of him. They said now we have we have all 400 of you, and we'll take care of you, so you don't have a wish. You don't have a wish or care, and will protect you against yourself. And I'm thinking like these concepts, they start out as, oh, that sounds kind of nice, but then you realize what? No freedom, no nothing, just because you're going to be taken care of us like we're little kids, and then we can't choose to be men or women on our feet because we're too busy on our knees uh, being, I don't know. And it's like, and the guy who wrote that, beyond his time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's sure.
Hey, I want to play one of this artists. These guys, the Salt Parade. These guys were like eight in high school when I met them, and it was
Oh
so
wow.
funny. It was so funny because we had the parent come over and say, okay, we're going to sign contracts. Of course, they couldn't sign a contract, but the mom and the dad came, And it was kind of fun signing contracts and saying, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put together this into a CD album, digital, and we did our part. And then the mother came in, and the son said, "Mom, please, 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 pay the money so we can get these CDs made out." And so she did, and so we put out their album, and it did pretty good. So that's why I wanted to bring it back. And when you listen to them, tell me who do you think they remind you of?
Okay.
Uh, this song is "Where the Angels Meet."
Is it coming through on your end?
Yes, it is. Can you hear
Okay.
it?
No.
Oh, oh, what about now?
Nope.
Oh, hold on, let me.
You might be broadcasting and I just can't hear it because it's not going to Zoom.
Let me go to Periscope, make sure. Periscope. Ah, okay, wait a minute. Okay. Unfortunately, the guy I thought who put together the sound, he didn't put together the sound. Oh well. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Oh man, you got to watch these guys. Oh well. Well,
There's
we,
always tomorrow.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad you said. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, so before you could hear the music, but when you couldn't hear the music, you know that the sound wasn't being shared. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Well, he did everything else right. So okay. So never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll play that tomorrow. So let's get back into uh, the topic at hand, which I guess was part of number 3 when I was talking about I guess, and I think I might have said this earlier. Like, it seems like when government says that they need money for something and they can make it better, it seems that they make it work. Like when Hickalupin said he's going to end homelessness, and we just need to put, he had the parking meters, took so much money out of that. They raised $14 million, and I live downtown, so I uh, around the station I work at, it is just full of homeless people, and they're doing new constructions on apartment buildings down there, buildings that cost probably like 1,800 or more to live, and that's going to be interesting once they have them done, and then they have people moved in there, and then they walk out the door, and all these homeless people are there to greet them, saying, "You got any money? You got any money?" And what I hear in California is so prevalent is that people, if you walk up to somebody and you just come up to ask them a question, they'll say, "I don't have anything. I don't have anything." Before you even ask them the question, say like,
Wow.
"You're looking for like I'm looking for this treat or whatever." They think
Yeah,
that
excuse me, I'm looking for. Hey, later, buzz off.
yes.
Buddy, I can get that.
And when I lived in LA, I mean, it's almost as really weird. It wasn't like that. I mean, when I was back there in
Sure.
the 80s, but
Oh no.
now, and every place had the Skid Row. I mean, I know where the Skid Rows were in Los Angeles, but you could avoid those places. But now it seems like those places are even harder to avoid. Uh, or you just from when you're going from one side of the town to the other, like because by bus you have to go through downtown Los Angeles to get to Hollywood, and so sometimes I would pass through like not the most savoryous part of downtown Los Angeles. So it's going to be like that now, where I guess the hub is if you want to go to Boulder with the light rail, you go downtown, get on the Union Station, you get on the train to go. Let's see, or no, the bus to go to Boulder, or you go to Golden, or to the airport. But it's like that hub downtown we have to go
Right.
through, and a lot of people talking to themselves. A lot of people, when it's cold, they ride the free ride up and down the malls. To get out of the cold, they sleep on the free ride. And I guess maybe they're instructed, just let them ride. It's a free ride, whatever. Just let them ride. And then the other day, I saw this lady and this guy. They had their act down pat. So they get on and I guess he pays $3 and he only has enough money to pay for himself. And then she says, "You have my ticket, don't you?" He says, "I don't have your ticket." And they're going back and forth. And it was apparently, this was well rehearsed. You know, so I mean, you see that kind of stuff going on, or it's just, and then of course that you've heard like the gas prices are going up, and
Wonder
for
why
us,
that is.
yeah, 40% up, 40%, and so it's like wow. I'm thinking like okay, it's gonna be interesting. When are we gonna try? What is that called when somebody push your arm behind your back and then you have to say something before they let you go, or tap out or whatever? Will the gasoline price go up to $5 before people say, "Hey"?
Well, it's been up to $5 before, and people didn't say, "Hey." It'll go up further, and it'll go up further. And I will tell you this, man: if they can lock down the world and make people wear a paper mask, they'll make people do anything. I guarantee you. If they could go ahead and pass a law that says, "Look, you guys got to get a vaccination before you can travel internationally," they'll do anything, folks. Yep. You
Now,
guys just sit and
yeah,
enjoy your rocket ride, because
mm,
that's what you all signed up for.
mm,
All of us.
yeah, and it just seemed like it's like just a lot of crazy stuff going on, but I don't know. We will see. We will see because I'm kind of interested, just as a bystander and hopefully not a participant, to see how far they're gonna go. What else they're gonna say? Okay, you got to do this, and
Well, I'll tell you, I'm honored to be at the front row seat of this, man. God is good. He's going to get all the glory. And that's the bottom line is Jesus is the only way, folks.
definitely. Well, this is gonna end the show for for night, but tomorrow, let's see. Uh, just give me an indication tomorrow when we do our show. If you don't hear the music or anything like that, the beginning music, um, just let me know, and then hopefully I'll get somebody who can really fix this right. So anyway, we're gonna end the show tonight, and tomorrow night who knows what we're gonna. Uh, oh, by the way, I finally got my video down to the place to get it done, and
Oh, nice.
I'm thinking, I want to if we should do the movie night the week of the 26th of April, so we could sort of like do a build up, and then we'll do like the first half an hour, pause it, and like the first, because it's only 59 minutes.
Right.
And then, talk about a little bit of the concept and stuff like that, and then just continue it and then make it an hour, 15-minute show that night instead of like making it 2 nights. Who knows?
Well, that might not be a bad thing. It'd be good. 26th of April, tentatively.
Yes, because
Looks like you got yourself a busy, busy, busy month coming up, my brother.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. So
Well, join us tomorrow, folks, and we'll keep her rolling on.
all right. God bless.